Over 80% of people over the age of 60 are suffering from a dull, aching hip pain every single day. And here is the harsh truth. Most people believe the best way to treat this problem is to walk more, or the exact opposite, resting completely in bed, waiting for an expensive joint replacement surgery. You have been lied to. Walking when your joint is misaligned and weak is no different from trying to drive a car with a flat tire. It only causes your cartilage to wear down much faster. Today, this video will reveal that you need exactly 3 exercises. Not 10, not 20. Just 3 specific biomechanical movements you need to lubricate the joint capsule, rebuild strength, and end the pain for good. Exercise number 1 at the end of the video will especially surprise you because doctors recommend it to replace painkillers, and you can do it right on your own bed. But before starting, please comment your age and the city you live in right below. Leave a comment to show how fast this community of people choosing health is growing. Why does your hip hurt after passing the age of 60? Many blame it on old age or degeneration, but modern science has proven that the root cause does not lie in the bones. It lies in the armor protecting the bones. That armor is your muscle system. As you age, without proper exercise, the muscle groups around your hips shrink. Your joint loses its shock absorbers. As a result, 100% of the impact from standing and walking is forced onto that fragile cartilage layer, causing severe inflammation and pain. The 3 exercises below are not your typical relaxing stretches. They are a movement prescription based on highly respected medical research, designed to target the exact sleeping muscles you need to wake up. Now, let the countdown begin. Exercise 3. The glute bridge. Waking up the sleeping giant. The largest muscle group in your entire body is the gluteus maximus. After decades of sitting at work and leading a less active lifestyle, this specific area develops a condition that experts call gluteal amnesia. It shrinks and literally forgets how to function. When your glutes are weak, your hip joints and your lower back are forced to carry the entire weight of your body. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy pointed out a fascinating fact. It revealed that strengthening the glute muscles helps reduce hip and lower back pain by up to 45% in just 8 weeks. Here is how to perform it safely. Lie flat on your back on a firm mat or a hard cushion. Bend both of your knees and place the soles of your feet flat on the floor, keeping them shoulder-width apart. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, squeeze your glutes tightly and slowly lift your hips high into the air. Keep lifting until your knees, your hips, and your shoulders form one straight, continuous line. Listen to this crucial detail. Do not push upward using your lower back. You must drive the pushing force directly from your heels. Hold this top position for 2 seconds, truly feeling that contraction in your glute muscles, and then slowly lower your body back down. For your progression, aim to complete 3 sets, with 10 to 12 repetitions for each set. If this feels too difficult, simply lift your hips to half of the full range of motion. If you want more of a physical challenge, try extending one leg straight up toward the ceiling and pushing up using only your remaining foot. Try this movement tonight and leave a comment sharing how your glute muscles feel after waking up. If you are taking notes on this knowledge and finding it genuinely helpful, please take 1 second to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Doing this helps ensure that these joint recovery videos continue coming to you completely free of charge. Exercise 2. The clamshell. The ultimate savior of your joint cartilage. If exercise number 3 helped you build a solid protective shield for the back of your body, then here at position number 2, it is time to deeply reinforce the sides of your hips. This movement directly targets a muscle called the gluteus medius. Think of this specific muscle as the primary balancing system for your entire pelvis. When this critical muscle group becomes weak and neglected over the years, Every single step you take causes your pelvis to collapse slightly to one side. This invisible daily collapse literally crushes your hip joint, making the bones rub painfully against each other and causing that sharp, shooting agony you feel when walking. In the year 2021, the University of Calgary published a groundbreaking medical report. Researchers discovered that strengthening the hip abductor muscles, specifically your gluteus medius, can actually reduce the pressure and load-bearing weight on your hip cartilage by up to 30% with every single step you take. Imagine taking 30% of that agonizing pressure off your hips starting today. Here is how to perform this movement correctly and safely. Lie down on your side on a comfortable mat, resting your head gently on your arm. Bend both of your knees to an angle of exactly 45 degrees. Make sure both of your heels are touching each other tightly. While keeping your heels absolutely glued together, slowly lift your top knee high up toward the ceiling. The movement should look exactly like a clamshell slowly opening up on the beach. Listen carefully to this safety warning, because here is the crucial secret to success. You absolutely must not roll your hips backward as you lift. Your pelvis must remain perfectly square and perpendicular to the floor at all times. Because you are keeping your hips totally still, you will notice that the range of motion is actually quite small. Do not worry about lifting high. Even with a small movement, you will quickly feel the side of your hip starting to burn as those dormant muscles finally wake up. Slowly and with full control, close your knee back down to the starting position. For your daily progression, try to complete 2 sets of 15 repetitions for each leg. Once your body gets used to this healing routine, you can easily increase the difficulty by tying a light resistance band around both of your thighs. Exercise 1. The supine psoas release. We have successfully awakened the strength in the back and the sides of your hips, but all of that effort is completely meaningless if the front of your body remains locked up tight. And now, we have finally arrived at exercise number 1. This is the most important, the absolute most powerful movement of them all. Countless physical therapists prescribe this exact technique to reverse joint degeneration, allowing patients to escape the dangerous cycle of relying on daily painkillers. This movement is called the supine psoas release. Why is it so incredibly magical? The psoas is a deep muscle group connecting your lower spine, traveling through your pelvis, and attaching to your thigh bone. After 60 years of life and thousands of hours spent sitting in chairs, this muscle becomes severely shortened and violently stiff. It acts exactly like an overstretched rubber band, constantly pulling your spine forward and literally crushing your hip joint. A major 2020 report from Harvard Medical School highlighted a vital fact. The flexibility of your psoas muscle is the #1 predictor of hip mobility for people over the age of 65. This movement will completely release all of that trapped pressure. Here is how to perform it safely. Lie flat on your back so your hips are resting right at the very edge of your bed, or a sturdy cushioned bench. Pull both of your knees in close, hugging them tightly against your chest. While keeping a firm grip on your left knee with both hands, allow your right leg to slowly drop down off the edge of the bed. Let pure gravity pull your right foot down toward the floor. Instantly, you will feel a deep, wonderful stretch running down the front of your right hip. People often describe this as the feeling of their joint finally opening up to take a deep breath. Hold this relaxing position, breathing deeply, for 30 to 45 seconds. Then, switch to the other side. Please note this safety tip. Always move very slowly. If you suffer from severe lower back pain, simply place a small box underneath your dropping foot to reduce the initial tension. As you can see, the human body is a perfect biological machine. Hip pain is never a life sentence of old age. By consistently performing these 3 exercises, waking up your glute muscles with the bridge, protecting your cartilage with the clamshell, and releasing deep pressure with the psoas stretch, you are completely rebuilding the steel armor that protects your joints. This specific method is hundreds of times safer and more effective than blindly walking through the pain. Please remember this important truth. Every time you dedicate a few minutes to these movements, you are making a direct investment in your long-term health and your personal independence. You absolutely deserve a flexible retirement, the freedom to travel, and the joy of playing with your grandchildren without agony holding you back. So, which of these exercises will you try first today? Will it be the glute bridge on the floor, or the deep psoas release on the edge of your bed? Leave a comment below to share your choice. If this video brought real value to your life, please hit the like button, share it with older friends who are also suffering from joint pain, and click subscribe so you never miss the next health secret. See you again soon in your healthiest state.